episode of Hubris Syndrome, we're talking about Metroidvania Renaissance. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I meant to say the Metroidvania Renaissance. A Metroidvania Renaissance? You be the judge. We're talking about a couple of them that all came out within the last couple months. Don't sleep on any of these. I know it's a crowded season. Make some room, make some time. Let's go now. First game on the list is Chasm. Chasm starts out right. You're a knight in a barracks, looking around at some documents. Sounds fun already, right? No, there's a lot of lore in Chasm, which I really appreciate. But what I love about this game the most is the sense of completion. So there's this hub world, and all these townspeople are missing. And a lot of this is optional, but you can seek out and rescue different townspeople. They do different things in towns, sell you different things, you know, economy, shopping, towns. These are all Huber buzzwords that I love. So you see why I like Chasm so much. And I just really like the combat. It's extremely simple. Attack, jump, dodge, magic. That's really it. And it's just got a really nice flow and pace, and it's a little easier than some of the other games on the list, which I really appreciate. And there's just a lot of cool locations. There's like 5 or 6 locations, and you really get to know these places because you keep, finding new powers, new traversal options, going back and exploring. And again, the sense of completion, just clearing out this dungeon and rescuing the townspeople feels so good. Next up is Dead Cells. Dead Cells. You know what I love? I love how all these games have a little twist on the formula, have some strengths, have some weaknesses, maybe no weaknesses at all. Dead Cells is incredible, and what I love about Dead Cells is how it forces you to adapt. So many games I play, even Souls, which will be brought up again in this episode, but even Souls, you find your hand axe, you find your polearm, you find your Black Knight sword, whatever, you're good. You find your Kirk hammer, you don't need another weapon in any other game ever. You stick with it. But what I love about Dead Cells is that each new run gives you something new, something to think about. It's just so balanced. It feels so balanced, never feels cheap, except that final boss. Let me know your final boss struggles in the comments below, please. That one took me a while. But yeah, just, in an era of 30, 40, 50, 60, 100-hour video games, being able to boot up Dead Cells for a 10 to 45-minute run, mwah, magnifico. And the combat just feels so good, so easy. The roll, the stabs, never a dull moment, ever, in Dead Cells, not one. Next up, Death's Gambit. Death's Gambit, I was hyped on you for a long time now, full disclosure. I'm only about 45 or an hour in. I really like what I've played, but at the same time, there's just something weird about hitting things. Hitting things should feel good, right? Especially in a game like this. Hitting things with a big sword or a polearm or what have you, it doesn't feel as good as it should, but I'm just really enjoying the world. Again, I said I'd bring up Souls. Death's Gambit is the most 2D Souls game ever. So many games have touted that and said that, like, yeah, Souls is our inspiration. This is honestly like a couple people at From Software were just like, hey, let's make it 2D, and like went in the back room and entered a couple numbers, and out came Death's Gambit. But again, I'm not too far in. I do bring it up though because there's something there. There's just something there about it. I like the world. I like all the items. You know, having to pick up an item and actually read the description, and I think leveling up and progressing in it is going to be addicting because it's already pretty challenging. Last on the list, the most important, stop what you are doing, download it right now. Just stop what you're doing. Put that down, whatever it is you're holding, close these windows, close this, Guacamelee 2. Yo, Guacamelee 2, sleeper hit right now. Caught me by surprise. I loved Guacamelee 1. We did a full playthrough on GameTrailers.com a while back. Who knows if that archive is still up? I have no idea. But we did a full playthrough back in the day and it was amazing. You know, luchadors, wrestling, beat 'em ups. I'm in. But Guacamelee 2 is so good. Thank you, Brad, for like shouting from the rooftops. Brad Ellis reviewed Guacamelee 2. You can check out the review on Easy Allies. But I was not expecting how good this game is. From the story, from the visuals, to just how tight and good the combat and the throwing and everything feels. I was a little concerned because it's 4-player co-op. And I'm like, yo, creator's intent, what's the intent here? Single player, two player, 3-player, 4-player, what should I do? It's fun any way you play. Single player, 4-player, it doesn't even matter. Don't stress about the little things. Guacamelee 2 is absolutely incredible. It is absolutely worth your time. Check it out. This is a public service announcement. Put it at the top of the list. I know we've got Shenmue and Dragon Quest and Spider-Man and Tomb Raider, these big, heavy hitters. It doesn't even matter because little old Guacamelee 2 is here to steal your Game of the Year award. That's it for the episode. It's a Metroidvania renaissance. There's still 2 other ones that I didn't even mention today. Hollow Knight, which I hear is the best out of all of them, which I can easily see that being true. I'm only about an hour into that one. And The Messenger as well, which I just talked about on the newest episode of Frame Trap, if you want to hear some of my thoughts on that. But that's 6 Metroidvania games within months of each other. It's just absolutely insane. I know I've been screaming this a bunch on podcasts and streams, but it truly feels like a special moment for this genre. Definitely dabble in some of these because in such a crazy year with all of these big names and huge games, don't forget about the little ones. These games are so good. Check them out. So I'm at Michael P. Huber. You can follow me there. Let me know your thoughts on any of these games or post in the comments. We are Easy Allies. You can find us on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all of those. See you next time.